So Cristiano Ronaldo, aka CR7, aka CR37, aka CPR37, aka Penaldo, aka Pendu, aka the GOAT, has come out and, he's got an interview coming with Piers Morgan, that clown. Okay, so this is going to be a very interesting time because this has dropped right before the World Cup and the teasers came out after United's win against Fulham, where Alejandro Garnacho scored and came clutch for United to win it right at the end. Last kick of the game, pretty much. So he's come out. He's trying to clear his mind. He's trying to speak his mind. He's trying to expose a few individuals and ultimately get out of Manchester United. That's what he's doing. Okay. So for the fanboys on Twitter who keep saying Ronaldo is completely right, he's bigger than Manchester United, etc., etc. Manchester United is the reason Cristiano Ronaldo is actually who he is. Don't forget that. He came in as a 18-year-old. Sir Alex developed him. He used to be a clown on the pitch, just doing skills, etc., etc., not being effective. They got it out of him, put him on a path to success, and he went to Real Madrid where he became even bigger. Okay? So you cannot say he's bigger than Manchester United because Manchester United are one of the biggest clubs in the world. But for these fanboys to come out and say Ronaldo's completely right is not shocking, but eye-opening because these guys are actually stupid in the head. And if you're a Ronaldo fanboy and you're watching this and you're offended by what I say, comment down below why you think I'm wrong. Without being so biased, let me know why I'm wrong for saying that you guys are clowns, you guys are idiots for backing this guy because he's doing it for his own back. Look at what he's done to the squad. You can't say, Ten Hag's done nothing in the game, but Ronaldo has. Okay, if that's the case, then why isn't Ronaldo a manager? Because I'll tell you right now, if Ronaldo was a manager, he'd be a brick. He would be a roadman, okay? He'd be a roadman from the streets of Brixton. He would be trash, okay? Just because you haven't done something in football doesn't mean you shouldn't be there. Mauricio Sarri, he was a bank manager. I'm pretty sure he was a bank manager. He's come in to football, did well with Napoli, won the Europa League with Chelsea, and had a style of football. Look at Jose Mourinho. Wasn't good enough to be a footballer, became a manager, won a treble with Inter, won the Champions League with Porto, won back-to-back Premier League titles with Chelsea, won the league with Real Madrid with record points and record stats, okay? Got second place with Manchester United, who were in turmoil behind the scenes, okay? And, he's done great things for the game. So you can't come out and say, Erik ten Hag has done nothing. Okay, he's won trophies with Ajax and only Ajax. They've clearly been playing better without Ronaldo. And I'm sure Ten Hag would have wanted it to work with Ronaldo, but he hasn't. And so Ronaldo feels like he's been disrespected by Ten Hag. So we have to wait for the interview to see whether he mentions or explains what Erik ten Hag has done for him to be disrespected, okay? Because you have people out here saying, you have to talk your crap. You have to show that you won't take disrespect. Fam, this guy's been playing garbage for United this season. Garbage, okay? So he's come out and also talked about Ralf Rangnick, who's been catching strays. And I mean, it's not his fault for accepting the job. He wanted the job, whether as manager or sporting director. He wanted the job. That's the Glazers. That's on the Glazers right there. Okay. So I don't know why he's catching strays. There's some truth to what Ronaldo said about Rangnick, but he's really catching strays. Let's be honest. Then you have him talking about people forcing him out of the club. I don't know whether that's true, but we do know that Ronaldo tried to leave. And that links in with his baby daughter being ill, which obviously he lost his son earlier this year, which would have been painful for him, absolutely painful for him. And to have his daughter ill later on would have been, he would have been worried, obviously. He's a parent. So he's asked for time off from the club. And they said, I don't know if they said yes, but they had like an eye of suspicion towards him, whether they were thinking, it's just a tactic for him to try and leave or not. Because on the outside, for fans, we didn't know the whole story. We didn't know the whole story. We didn't know his baby daughter was ill. So from the outside, it looked like Ronaldo isn't going to pre-season because he's trying to force a move. But according to him, his baby daughter was ill. At the end of the day, Ronaldo says that his baby daughter was ill, so he had to stay behind, look after her, make sure that she was okay, and be there for her. So he couldn't go to pre-season. On the outside, like I said, it looked like he was trying to force a move. So then we move on to the Glazers, because he's saying the club has been stuck in time and that, the training facilities, the technology, the chefs, the kitchen, literally the same from 2008. Okay? If you're young enough, or even old enough, depending on how you look at it, 2008, That's when you watched, if you're around, young enough, Cartoon Network, you'd watch Nickelodeon, you'd watch Disney Channel, you'd watch Jetix, if you remember that, if that was in your country. You'd watch all these things, okay? 2008, the Olympics were going on. Ronaldo was still at United, obviously. Sir Alex Ferguson had his arguably greatest ever team. The Premier League had the big four: Manchester United, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool. That was peak Premier League. For nostalgia purposes, that's peak Premier League. So for the club to not have updated its facilities from 2008 to now is crazy. It's insane. And the fact of the matter is, he's actually not even exposing anything new, because United fans have known this. It's been coming out on Twitter and stuff like that United haven't invested in the training facilities whatsoever. And we all know Old Trafford is leaking. It's old, it's rusting, it's literally falling apart. Whereas Carrington is literally still the same from 2008. Literally still the same. So from there, you could say, okay, Ronaldo's exposing the Glazers, but is he doing this because it actually matters to him, or because he's trying to introduce an element that will get the fans on side? Because Ronaldo, in his quest to leave, could be helping these fans to man up and actually protest against their owners, okay? So, well, I say protest, but they should really be withdrawing their money and stop spending money at the club and, stop going to games. But they're not man enough to do that. I'm just keeping it a stack. Manchester United fans are not man enough to not go to games, to not buy season tickets, to not buy merchandise, to get the Glazers out. They're not man enough. They're not willing to make the sacrifice. And they'll say, oh, but someone else will just buy a ticket. Yeah, you're all not man enough. Okay? So protesting will not do anything much. It only works to a certain extent. But Ronaldo coming out and saying the Glazers are crap owners, they do not care about the club, it's just for marketing, it's just for business, just for money. That may get some United fans to do something, but I highly doubt United fans as a whole are man enough to get the Glazers out. They're just not. They're really not. Okay? So Ronaldo saying, oh, the Glazers are bad, that will only work to a certain extent, because these fans do not have any willpower to do that, to get them out. But do not forget the main purpose of this. Cristiano Ronaldo is only doing this for personal gain. He's only doing this to get out of the club. He's only doing this to get his side of the story out. Okay? If anything he says that comes out on Wednesday and Thursday, helps the fans in a way, in terms of insight, in terms of supporting them. Because he said, oh, the fans love me. They've always been on my side. I love the fans. I love the club. And he's saying he feels betrayed by Manchester United. So by that, I'm assuming he's saying, oh, the hierarchy and stuff, and maybe some people within it, like players or some senior staff. But he's talking about the fans have always been on my side. I love the fans. He's only saying that to keep the fans on side, because his primary objective is to get out of the club, is to boost his own ego, and to get what he wants, which is to go to a Champions League club. Whether or not he tried to force a move during the summer, I don't know. If he tried to do it whilst his baby daughter was ill, I don't know. We might hear about it on Wednesday and Thursday. But the primary objective for him is to get out of the club. Anything to do with supporting the fans, that's secondary. That's a byproduct, okay? So do not fall for it. He's doing manipulative actions here. Some of the stuff he's saying is real. Whether about the Glazers or about his personal life, that's real. I believe him. But he's doing this for himself. He's doing this for himself. He's saying a story that benefits himself mostly and primarily, and as a byproduct, may get the fans to stay on the side, to get on the side, and to limit the damage he may receive, the backlash he may receive. The club may sack him. The club may even suspend him. I don't know. But we have to wait till Wednesday and Thursday to hear the full story. So guys, let me know what you think about the Ronaldo situation. Again, this is right before the World Cup. So, that clip came out with Bruno and Ronaldo. And, it looked awkward, but the context wasn't there. So don't read a lot into it. But it won't really affect the Portugal team, because this is the World Cup. You have to put grudges aside. Shout out to the England golden generation, you clowns. But you have to put the grudges aside. You have to, because it's the World Cup. It's your national team. For some people, it's their first World Cup. Some people, the only World Cup. Some people, the last World Cup. Okay, so you cannot allow that to get in the way. So highly doubt it will affect him there. But when he gets back to Manchester, if he gets back to Manchester, Ten Hag will be on his case. The Glazer will be on his case. Some players will be on his case. And, some fans will be on his case. So he has to be ready to take it, you know, pause, because he may not even be a Manchester United player anymore. He may have played his last game. So, like I said, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Again, let me know your thoughts about the situation. And Ronaldo fanboys, like I mentioned earlier, let me know why I'm wrong about your favorite football player. And let me know, if Messi wins the World Cup, is he the greatest? Is he greater than Ronaldo? Let me know. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Goodbye.